I'm giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Hashem, Makakudah, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect up there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, "We ain't in the new covenant yet, man." Anyway, watching this, kind of went to this maybe 20 minutes ago. I was here and I came back. Brother Garfield, Deacon HAKAH versus Captain TAZARAYACH, and camps, Africa, Ben Bada, to Tariq Nasheed. There's the main thing I'm looking at. Deacon HAKAH versus Captain TAZARAYACH and camps. Well, he can't be, Deacon HAKAH can't be included in GMS because we're not in a new covenant. So from what I hear, which I didn't know from HAKAH, is that IUCPK teaches that we're already in a new covenant. So let me just let this play. Well, not a commercial. Let me see.
All right. Let's get back to Deacon now. And then after Deacon, I'm done. I'm going to open up the panel. We're going to, anybody that's want to jump on and we could get it in.
Okay, I believe this
is Man Cave Sundays. Every morning between 9:30 and 10, we start the show live and we do what we do. All right? Check this out.
He said he don't want the bacon.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you, Sal. I'm going to come on there in a second, Lord's will.
Okay, so now I'm finding out why HAKAH and Hassad want to debate Captain TAZARAYACH, anybody in the IUCPK or camps, which doesn't include us because we believe we teach the same things that they teach. But I didn't know that, like I said in the very beginning of this video, I'm saying it again, sound like a broken record. I didn't know that they teach that. So
Shalom, brother. You guys heard it out the horse's mouth.
what the hell's going
on? Genesis is so funny until they start
beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
Until they start to beat you and hide the Bible, right? We just want to keep it Bible. That's it. If we're so insignificant and nothing and so funny and we're a joke, make a joke out of us. Go ahead, Azad. What you had to say?
Just, man. So anybody that knows, you know, when I had gone by Great Millstone some weeks ago, you know, and we had a little back and forth. And before that, you know, I would go to the brothers, I'd salute them, and they would salute me back. And there would be times when I was in Charlotte, and I would salute the brothers at ISBK. Most of them wouldn't salute, but one or two would, you know, salute. And the reason I bring that up is, man, these niggas are gonna hate us after this one. Man,
but it shouldn't be no hate, because remember, Hassan, this is a response.
Yeah.
Leave us alone, or take the debate. Are we in a new covenant? They teach that we're in a new covenant, and so, you know, what's so crazy is the walls are closing in on my brother TAZARAYACH. He gonna have to talk doctrine at one point, right?
When HAKAH, Deacon HAKAH, and Hassad, brother Hassad, are 100% correct that we're not in the new covenant. If anything, we're in between the old and the new covenant. But we're definitely not in the new covenant. So I'm not going to give you any precepts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it out there to y'all. Is there any scriptures backing up? What's your take? Are we in the new covenant? Are we not in the new covenant? Are we in the covenant as according to what he said? I never heard them say it. That they're saying that IUCPK is saying that we're in the new covenant. HAKAH and the side of Genesis are saying we're not in the new covenant, which I agree. We're not in the new covenant. There's certain things that have to take place before we're in the new covenant. Nobody's under the new covenant yet. There's two scriptures in my mind right now, and I can go to many others, but there's two scriptures in my mind right now. If you can read my mind, you put the if you have the uncanny ability to read my mind and put them two precepts down, and any other precept for bonus points. So this is what the debate is all about. This is not a general debate. It's debate over whether we in the new covenant or we're not in the new covenant, whether we're in the new covenant or not under the new covenant. That's their stance. And according to what he said, that's ISUPK stance. But I haven't heard their stance on that. That's coming from him. So that's what they're debating on.
With us, at least. The walls are closing in on you. There's nowhere to run anymore, brother. You understand that? We love you. It's gonna be fun too. A lot of people are gonna get edified.
Because they're supremely confident, you know, on their stance. Just like we're supremely confident on the MOTB, which they teach that the MOTB, they teach it the same way we teach it because they came up under us, the leadership. Started with Elazar, priest Elazar. You just had a video that I did, response to another video that someone else did, and it's all in the video that I just did on the MOTB. And now you have Priest Danyala saying that the MOTB is a micro C hip. And basically he's saying, how can you not see it? And in my video, I said in my video that he been knew that years ago.
Let's do this, brother.
Yeah,
right?
And I'll get you a nice bottle.
Look, I'll let Hassad take on you and Captain Ka'ataza at the same time about the new covenant.
100%.
Because they teach we're in the new covenant. So now since they don't want,
they teach that they're in the new covenant according to him. So I don't want to put words in ISUPK's or any of the reps of ISUPK. They're saying that. I've yet to hear it from them. Oh, we're in a new covenant, but they're saying it. I don't see what there's no reason for them to lie. Just make something up. All right. And then you got to keep these spectators happy, because a lot of people watch the videos for drama. They ain't called. Hey, the Day of Atonement's coming up. The Day of Atonement's coming up Wednesday night. This coming Wednesday night. So Wednesday and a Thursday. Day of Atonement. Can't work, can't eat, can't drink, can't do nothing. Damn sure can't have sex. And what we normally do, we'll work out something. Most likely, Apostle Gabar and Bishop Sakaran will be down. Maybe some other the bishops. We don't know. But if they don't show up, and I'm here by, I'm here by myself, or whatever the case may be, no matter the situation, I'm gonna keep it. Okay. Now a lot of these spectators that like the drama, they ain't gonna keep it. They don't even know when it's coming. They don't keep the past. They don't keep the Passover. It's just entertainment for a lot of you Negroes. That's a topic right there for my man Apostle Rhymelove. A lot of you guys are into this thing for entertainment purposes only. You're here to be entertained. Let's listen to some more.
They don't want to debate.
But there's two scriptures that popped into my head. I'll give you a hint. One is in the New Testament and another one is in the Old Testament. Concerning the fact that, backing up the fact that we're not in a new covenant yet. We're not even close to the new covenant.
We got to take a look at their video breakdown and put it on display before everybody to show how they're in error. You understand that? And brother, you talk so much about us and other Israelites, fake Israelites, and then any group that's not what you guys are, shul and Christians and not in the.
Now that's sacrilege. You calling, if you're not an ISUPK and you're a Mo, so you're saying all of us is Mo, including our Chief Alazar, Chief Priest Alazar, as the title goes. So are you saying, shout out to my main man? This is what Captain said, Captain TAZARAYACH. Shout out to my main man, Alazar. Well, you cool with bundle sticks now? You get down with you hang out with bundle sticks? Because that's a hell of a statement to say. If you're not of the ISUPK, you're a bundle stick. You got to speak in code around, yeah.
Truth. And then I see WAC 100 completely disrespect you and Captain Ka'atazat and call you guys every name in the book, and you didn't dare talk to him like how bad you talk about fellow Israelites. Come on, brother.
Let me tell you something.
Which was a totally bad move to get with WAC 100. WAC 100 is of that world. Okay?
Because Commander Jenny Hanna is loyal to the Lord, right?
And we're not. And we're not. Every time I do a video, I praise Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All praises, halalyum, la Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, or Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash.
And if you ain't loyal to the Lord, then you gonna go leave and do your own thing. When you see these cats, I was just telling Kadazar, I don't know if this was on camera.
Well, you know, if you do your own thing, if the Spirit put the Spirit, the Most High put the Spirit on you to do your own thing, that's the Most High. Give you an example. The Apostle Paul and Barnabas, they split up, and Barnabas got with John Mark, and Paul got with Silas. They kept teaching.
Camera off camera. In the past month, it's been like 5 Israelite groups of cats that they got a breakdown of John 3:16. Now I could go start my own camp. They got a breakdown of this so I could start my own camp. Even the conscious community, I always talk about that picture. Remember that picture you had? You had all of them cats together, man, united in that picture. And then none of them are together. And so why do I have to imagine, like, loyalty is something that without ISUPK, none of y'all niggas would know it. I rarely look into the camera. None of y'all niggas would know loyalty without ISUPK. Every last one of y'all was in something, broke off from something to start some other shit. Y'all look at me. I was just telling Sada, this is the 10th annual cookout. If you just
pause it right there. So basically, he's saying any camp who's not in ISUPK and broke off, this is a fake camp. Either way, like that's fine and dandy. You know, let's show with the Bible that we're
GMS ain't no fake camp. GMS ain't no fake camp.
A fake camp. And that pretty much goes for all the camps outside of them. Right?
Yeah.
And the water too for McCall Yasharala for becoming the Genesis Flexor. Greatly appreciate you. Greatly appreciate you. Go ahead, Asad. You was gonna say something?
Yeah, I didn't leave Sakari. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be technical, but anyway.
Years of this time, I'm with the same niggas you see right here. It don't change. And that's why
Yeah, Assad, brother Assad said I didn't leave Sakari. He got kicked out. HAKAH left Sakari. So what is he supposed to do? Go back into the world? Get with the ISBK? Get with GMS? Doing his own thing. Which I'll give him props. They're doing their own thing.
victorious. I don't have to
pause that.
Commander General Hanna,
he said, and that's why. Now I will say,
and speaking of loyalty and all that, Commanding General Yohana broke off from the main school. Ariyah was the high priest. Ariyah, Shaw, high priest Ariyah, Shaw, Yeshai, and Gazak. I don't know if Yohana broke off before Yeshai and Gazak broke off, or whether I don't know whether after. But guess what? The heads were Ariyah and Shaw. Now, if it was came down to just TAZARAYACH, the so-called God sent comforter, and Yohanas left that, General Yohana left that, I can understand it. So really, General Yohana left the main school, not the other way around. You can't go around saying the original ISUPK of 1969. You can't say that because you still got the heads over. You got the heads over Yohana and myself and everybody else. Arya and Shaw. TAZARAYACH is dead. So who are the leaders now? Arya and Shaw.
Say this, look, I'm gonna be fair because I don't hate the brother. I got a lot of love for TAZARAYACH. I just took a picture with the brother damn in July, chopping it up with him. He's different online than he is in person, for me at least. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's fake online, but he shows love and embraces in person. I will say that.
I saw him in Charlotte in a few months ago, not too long ago.
So I will say this: that loyalty that he's talking about is amazing. See the water for the super chatters. That loyalty that he's talking about is amazing, and it's desired. It's longed for. You know, to have decades and decades.
Loyalty is a two-edged sword. You know, loyalty is good and bad. But how do you explain that? Something being good and bad at the same time? I'm explaining it to you. When it comes down to the micro C hip, I don't know what General Yohana is going to say. If he's going to say go ahead and take it like he did with the jump shot, he said go ahead and take it. And at first he said I'm not going to take it. Then he took it to show that he was not afraid of needles. So when the MOTB come out, and let's say certain people murmur about speak around, I don't know, man, GMS might be right and all this, that, and the third. So we still with Yohana, General Yohana. Now, if he said go ahead and take it, you all have to take it. I'm the leader. I'm the supreme leader. Now you're gonna have to, if there's something come to you saying, man, that's it, brother, GMS was right, you gotta leave. Oh, but I got loyalty to a brother. If a brother's going off, you gotta cut him off. That's another title for a video. If a brother's going off, you gotta cut him off. And that's scripture.
Of friendships and camaraderie, that's amazing. If it's true, of course, that you brothers have that, that's amazing. But there are certain situations that we even see in the Bible where...
Look at this. Hold on. Let me bring this back, man. Let me show you, Jake. I guess that's Def Chef. That's Smoke. All these dudes is mixes of One West. So he's just a guy with an opinion. You can't get mad at that guy. You can't get mad at him. Like I said, a lot of these people watch. You get the bill. I got 2,000 people watching me. Oh man, look, shit, 1,800 of them are just casual Israelites. They don't keep no high holy days. It's just something to be entertained by. Real talk.
Have that. That's amazing. But there are certain situations that we even see in the Bible where brothers who've been rocking with each other go their separate ways. It's unfortunate, but
that headband Taz got on is something else. Woo, chilly. Okay, see the sideburns cut. So I don't know his stance.
But it's a reality. But he said that's why they're victorious. Well, if you feel like that's why you're victorious, brother, then you shouldn't have turned down this smoke when we said let's debate this new covenant.
Hey, this is Apollo Creed versus Rocky the Italian Stallion 10. This is Apollo Creed right here. He tried to find any way to get him back in that ring. I won him. You just get me another sparring partner. It's seen in one of the Rockies, Rocky 2, where Apollo Creed is beating the shit out of his sparring partners and people. He said, everybody's leaving. They don't want to spar with you no more. He said, you just get me another sparring partner. So that's Apollo Creed looking for Sylvester Stallone to get in the ring again, trying to get him in the ring.
The Christians believe they're in the new covenant, but
well, what does a goddamn Christian know? And furthermore, they're not Christians. First of all, you're not a Christian. First of all, you got to be an Israelite to be a Christian. That goes for you, Anton Daniels. Talking about you a Christian. Israel. I said, you're not Israel? No, I'm not an Israelite. Well, guess what? You can't be a Christian. You can't be a Christian. Just like you being a man and you chop your pickle off and all of a sudden you a woman now. No, you ain't no woman. That's why, but you believe you are, and you'll get with a man go to bed with you, find out you was a man, and kill your ass. And then he'll get locked up. But I feel in my spirit that I'm a woman.
They would have joined they would have came to the debate. All the Israelite camps would have came. This would have been an extravaganza. This would have been Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather in their prime, right? Keep going, brother. Salaki.
Lets me do whatever I.
No, rewind that.
Yep.
It's like.
So the Genesis crew, they're completely confident in that they can beat you as far as these doctrines go. Here she come, Alex. Cutie. I say, cute little thing. What is a thawada? A thawada, if you're watching, thawada is Hebrew for thank you. Give you some history. The word Judah, the child Judah, born from Leah, she was so happy that she got that child. What is he? The fourth born? The fourth or the Levi and Judah, third born, fourth born. I believe it was the fourth born. Four is a spiritual number. She was so happy that she, gave birth to Judah, that she said to Yahweh. They knew Yahweh back then. She said, Yahweh da, which means Yahweh thank. And the da is short for the water, thank you. So you can say, when you say thank you, you say thawada. Sometimes you can say da. If you put Yahweh, the Most High, da. It should have been Yahweh, the water, but it's cut short to Yahweh da, which means Yahweh thanks. That's what it means, sister, if you're watching. Miss Alex.
Commander General Yohana lets me do whatever I want.
One more time.
I don't have to. It's like Commander General Yohana lets me do whatever I want.
Okay, let me see. Hey, Garfield, didn't Vanilla Hebrew come from Tahar and the GMS homeless camp? Them Ricans are never ISUBK. I'm in a home, by the way. He said a homeless camp. I am a home. I'm in my comfortable apartment right now. Okay. So this guy's gonna make it, and you know what? Whoever this guy, that's not him. But whoever this guy is, we already know him. He's already put in that box. You know, when you take shit, you're doing a house clean, you take the shit that's gonna go in the garbage and shit that you're gonna put up and keep. Well, he gonna go in that other box. All right. Let me see. Hey, Garfield, didn't Vanilla Hebrew, whoever that is, come from Tahar? So they know me and the GMS homeless camp. All of us got homes. When we went out speaking, whatever, all of us went to our homes. Them Ricans, which he probably believes that he's not really a Hebrew, a fake Hebrew, was never ISUPK. Do you know you got Puerto Ricans in ISUPK? Katazar is a so-called Puerto Rican. You got a couple of Puerto Ricans up in there. So, but I don't get mad at people like this. I don't get upset. I just put you in a category. I just put you in that box that's slated for the trash.
It's like Commander General Yohana lets me do whatever I want.
Now, you told Sarnetta that your generals told you not to take the debate with us. Like I said.
Hey, this guy caused a trip. He should be a rat. If he was like 6'5" muscles. He could be a WWE guy. He get that mic and talk that shit. Hey, that's Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed wants Sylvester Stallone, Rocky Balboa. That big fight. How much money could be made? He wants you. It look like he's chasing and you're running. But like me, see, you wouldn't look. Me and him going at it 6 months ago about the 2nd Ezra 11, 2nd Ezra 12. I did my video. He did a video. Then he came back and then he said, "Well, let's see what the audience say. Whether I'm right or you're right." That's not how breakdowns work, my dude. That's not how breakdowns work, my boy.
Either you can't do whatever you want or you don't want the debate. So what's going to happen is two things. You're going to say, all right, let's get it.
If Captain Desire, I'm going to give you a prediction. You know how they have pros predict who's going to win this big fight? My prediction is this. If Captain TAZARAYACH go against Genesis, they're going to lose. They're going to lose. Because the new covenant is not here. The new covenant is getting ready to be bestowed upon us. The new covenant is not, if anything, we're in between the new and the old covenant.
Bro. Okay, let's get it, bro. Or you just gonna keep talking ish and, making jokes and laughing and scoffing, and we're not gonna respond to that. Only time we're gonna respond is with doctrine. Going into one of your videos and we're gonna keep it doctrine. We're gonna keep it about the Bible. Like I said, no insults, ad-homs, mocking, scoffing, digging up dirt, none of that whole shit. Right? Keep it about the Bible.
Yeah. And so, like, for people that in the chat, I don't like the division or I don't like where this is going. Family, it don't gotta go nowhere. We can discussion with these brothers and go to the bar right afterwards, bro, and laugh about it and not even talk about the debate and just be brothers. No one has an issue with that. But this is a response video to where we are, things transpired and now Deacon and I are doing what we're doing. We're trying to build. And instead of allowing that to happen, brothers just going out their way to talk negatively on that. So we're not responding with being grimy. We're saying, okay, so if we're a fake Israelite group and some fake Genesis.
And by the way, none of these guys have 100% truth. Captain TAZARAYACH don't have 100% truth. And Genesis, they don't have 100% truth. And they know it. They know it. Both of these cats know that. They don't have 100% truth. They might have 98% truth. They don't have 100% truth. Yeah, I said it.
Genesis, why don't we, like we're supposed to, have a discussion?
You have an unction from the Holy One and you know all things. They don't know all things, and they don't know all things. Malachi 3:16. Not so many words, separating the good from the evil. What else? There's so many scriptures on that. That you all speak the same thing. So are they wrong or are these guys wrong?
On the matter and be brothers. That's how it's supposed to be. This isn't no creating division.
But you can't be brothers. If they have one stance, you got another, you're not brothers. You're fellow Israelites, but you're not brothers because you got to do the will of the Father. One of these groups are not doing the will of the Father when they make this stand. And they correct. They're 100 correct. Well, we're not in the new covenant. They're 100 correct.
Doesn't know anything. This is us responding. You guys see the title of the video?
Gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified.
Now, hey, listen, pray for ISUPK. Salute ISUPK. Fellowship with ISUPK. And we still want to do that. It's fine. It's talking about the Bible, setting up a discussion about doctrine is not division at all.
Yeah.
So anyway, this ain't for the soft Israelites. Let's go to the next video, because since they won't take the debate, now we got to look at their new covenant breakdown and put it on display and show you guys how it's in error. It just does not add up with the Bible. That's biblical for us to even do that, right? And let me tell you guys this. Let me tell you guys, remember earlier I told you guys how God works. I clicked on that video, randomly saw TAZARAYACH talking ish about us. Now, I said, all right, since they don't want to debate, they duck the smoke, right? I said, let me YouTube search ISUPK New Covenant, as the Lord is my witness. The first video I seen was this one. Well, one of the first videos I seen was this one. This one may have been the second one.
This is the first video.
It's the first one? I clicked on the video, y'all. Just play the video. I did not know what was going to be said in this video. Just for the record, we want to deal with him breaking down the new covenant, but watch this, how the Lord works.
How early on, Deacon, are we talking?
Just play it from the beginning.
Okay, y'all. So just to let you guys know, we're just randomly ISUPK new.
This is for y'all that don't know. This is called bringing out receipts. All right.
Covenant. And this is the first video that popped up, and we're gonna play it from the beginning.
No. I sent you. Pause that.
Yeah.
I sent you 2 videos to your WhatsApp. You got the wrong one up right now.
Nah, this is the right one.
No, it's not. Look at your WhatsApp.
Yeah, this is it, King.
Hold on. Ain't no way.
Oh no, sorry, you're right. My bad. That's
Okay, go ahead.
the same video, but just okay. My fault.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me send this to myself. My bad.
Now take a look at this, y'all. And now,
fair use. I'm not making money off of this.
to somebody who's rudimentary,
This is only criticism on my behalf.
you may say, "Oh, he's got some good points. We are in the new covenant." But what you guys are gonna hear,
Part of the new covenant is here in the fact that Yahushua became the savior for the Israelites, starting with the elect when he was on the cross, when he rose. That's part of the new covenant. But we're not fully under the covenant. Let's put it to you that way. All right? You might think you're under the covenant, you're keeping the laws, trying your best to keep the laws, rehearsing the laws. It's not the fulfillment of the new covenant. The fulfillment of the new covenant, meaning no Israelite will sin. That means we're going to be in the kingdom. That means no Israelite will die. What is it? The breaking the law is the sting of death. I'm paraphrasing 1 Corinthians 15.
here is that it goes against the totality and the flow of scripture to even say something like this, that we're in the new covenant, and that all the camps who don't agree that we're in the new covenant are idiots, fake Israelites, dumb, whatever, right? Let's play this.
Okay. So here is the video. My fault. All right.
And MOTB, Sakari, Genesis, they believe the MOTB is a marketed microchip. Sakari, same, Latazar, whatever. ISUPK doesn't, IUIC doesn't. Now, if they say we want to have a debate with GMS or whatever, or Sakari or Genesis, we don't have to have the debate. You have a debate with these guys. They like to debate because we made it crystal clear what the MOTB is, and having a debate is not going to make you see it. You know, either because the Most High blinded you from it, or you took the bag.
We're gonna start right from there.
Right from the beginning.
Controversy within, I don't want to call it the Israelite community. That's non-existent, right? But amongst fake Israelite groups is what I'll say. A lot of these fake Israelite groups will say,
I don't know what makes us fake. I don't know what makes us fake. Fake is something that's not real. You know, like fake cheese or fake Jordans. You know, if I have a spirit of an Israelite, I have DNA of an Israelite. If my line goes back to Israel in the ancient world, my lineage, then I'm not an Israelite. You can say I'm a lost Israelite. I'm an Israelite that's not fully woken up. I'm a Pharisee. I'm a scribe. I'm a wicked Israelite. But what does that mean by a fake Israelite?
Say that we're not under the new covenant, right? right? So meaning that we're just still under the old covenant.
We're in between the old and the new covenant. You know, in other words, you can commit certain sins and Most High can wink at you. Paul said that. But there's certain things you hear on the news where a woman's dealing with another dude behind her husband's back, and the guy finds out and shoot her. Well, that's the spirit. That goes back to the old covenant. Commit adultery, you get put to death. So that doesn't mean if you break the Sabbath, the penalty for the Sabbath is you get put to death. Everybody and their mom is breaking the Sabbath. So is people dropping dead like flies? No. So if anything, we're in between the old and the new covenant. Coming to the truth, we build ourselves up in this truth, and we begin to teach to keep the laws. See, this guy has no beard, so he'd be breaking the law. But I'm looking at him, and he probably can't grow a beard. Could be Gad or something. You know, you like Gadites in certain tribes that can't grow beards. You know, you don't see that full, Judah, Benjamin, Levi type of beard. So I'm almost positive he doesn't shave. That's just his DNA.
That's something that, namely, one major group, I don't say major, but one of the main groups that that make the claim is Sakari, right? Sakari claims that we are not in the new covenant. We're still waiting.
So he's got to be talking about the head of Sakari, which is Al-Azhar. So he mentions that group, but what you call is cool with him. Al-Azhar, Captain TAZARAYACH.
The new covenant, and of course a lot of people with their veins, philosophies. Go ahead.
Before you go on, I just get some. So they believe in the Old Testament.
They believe in the New Testament too.
Okay.
So-called, right? I'm saying so-called because
pause it real quick. Yeah, if you believe in the that we're not in the New Testament yet, you're a fake Israelite. If we're not in the New Covenant yet, you're a fake Israelite.
And no, not only are you a fake Israelite, but you so-called to believe in the New Testament. Get out of here, man. You so-called believe in Jesus now. Nigga,
Go ahead.
The New Testament and the Old Testament, but yeah, so that's kind of how that's.
They believe that Christ did not come yet and died.
No, they believe it. They like I said, so-called, right? Okay. In their minds, they think, they think we're not under the new covenant, but Christ did come, died, all of that, propitiation of sins.
Yeah, that was the fulfillment of part of the new covenant. The new covenant will not be fulfilled until certain things happen. Ultimately, when we're in the kingdom.
All of that, right? The point being, though, is that not only them, so I'm not just trying to single them out. They're garbage, but so are a lot of other people.
Obviously.
I hope he mentions GMS. I like hearing the name of that group.
Deacon and I are no longer with Sakari, but I can definitely speak for them brothers and say Sakari is not garbage. This brother, I don't know if that's the official UPK stance, is that Sakari is garbage, but I can certainly defend those brothers and say they are in fact not garbage. And I vehemently reject that notion that our brothers over at Sakari are garbage. But we're fake Israelites and we're not garbage. We're fake Israelites and we're not garbage. And we are garbage. Well, they're garbage.
Right, all of that, propitiation of sins, all of that, right? The point being, though, is that not only them, so I'm not just trying to single them out. They're garbage, but so are a lot of other people that don't believe that we're under the new covenant, right? If you cannot hold for me, Jeremiah the 31st chapter. But before you do that, right, or while you're doing whatever.
Oh, that's the wrong scripture to go to. Jeremiah 31. What was that 30? What was that 31 and 30? It's also in Hebrews 8 and 6. Yeah, that's the wrong scripture to go to. You cut yourself, because that speaks in future tense. Because if we were under the new covenant, the complete fulfillment of the new covenant, there's one thing we wouldn't be doing right now.
Right. I need you to explain to me, Kabbalah, what the old covenant is.
Now this is good.
If you can.
This is good right here, because according to Exodus 34, the old covenant is all the laws, statutes, and commandments. So they're saying and they're going to say that right here. So they're literally saying we're not under the law, statutes, and commandments anymore. So why even keep them? Go ahead, brother.
If you can help me out and let me know what the old covenant is, not with this verse. Tell me what the old covenant is.
The old covenant is the same law that's in the new covenant.
Okay, give me more, right? So let's try not to compare. Let's just pretend there's no new covenant, right? What is the old covenant?
The old covenant is is all of the laws that are found in the book of Leviticus, which also includes you can't slide once. For sin, you would be killed.
Not just Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Exodus, laws. The first 10 is in Exodus.
You be what? You be killed for certain offenses, right? Also, what would you have to do if you did sin and it's not a death penalty offense? What would you have to do?
You would have to offer sacrifice.
Right. There would have to be blood spilled. You get what I'm saying? You would have to offer sacrifice. Now, what would happen?
Please take the debate. I mean, I'm not gonna say please. Do or don't. To Deacon. Are we on the same page? Like, I'm just listening to this, and it's like I'm closing my eyes and I'm slip here, left hand, slip here, uppercut. You see what I'm saying? Take the debate, brother, or don't, and I understand why. This is gonna get bloody. When he's talking about spilling blood, it's gonna be real spill.
Yeah, I advise Captain TAZARAYACH not to fall in this trap, because they got a trap for you, because they are right. They are correct, absolutely 100% correct when it comes to this topic right here. So I advise you not to take it, because they're going to embarrass you.
Spilling of blood, and it's not going to be
two scriptures. All I got is two scriptures in my mind. There's more, but there's two scriptures that pop in my head. If you guys can give me them two, one is in the New Testament, one is in the Old Testament. Then there's others. All I need is two that cuts that whole. Are we in the? We already in the new covenant. We ain't in the new covenant. We ain't in the fulfillment of the new. Part of it has been fulfilled when Yahushua came down on the cross. Like I said, we're not in the full covenant, because if we were, we'd be in the kingdom already.
Animal sacrifice, the deacon.
You know how when you're training, you know how when you're watching tape, and you're like, bro's leaving his right hand down after every hook he throws. Bro's hands are at his side. He's breathing out of his mouth wide open. You already know it's an easy kill. Keep going.
As the blood of those sacrifices, Moses, one of the first ways that he signified those sacrifices of that covenant is he would sprinkle the blood on the Israelites, right? And so what we have to see, right? The oath consisted of us sinning, breaking law, right?
Passover, lamb, killing the lamb, it is a sacrifice. You're cutting the lamb, you're putting it up to the Most High, lighting the fire, the incense, and so forth. So there will be sacrifices, but there won't be any sin sacrifices. Okay? There won't be any sacrifice for sin, because all Israel will be perfect in the kingdom. So why would you sacrifice anything for a sin that you broke if you didn't break a sin? If you didn't break a law?
Making sacrifices for those sins and shedding blood for those sins. Right? Whether it was the animal's blood or whether it was your blood, something had to die. Right? The old covenant consisted of. Now, what is the new covenant?
The new covenant is, instead of us dying, our king, Yahushua, gave his life instead.
Brother Salak, I don't want to keep stopping. Brother 876 Yardi, don't take the debate. We don't want two of our finalists going at it. We're not going at each other, my brother. Family. See, we got to get out of this mindset where if two brothers disagree and we're supposed to be born again. right? And the Bible talks about reasoning together. We should be able to. We should be mature enough, physically and spiritually enough, to know that it shouldn't be an issue for two brothers that disagree to have a discussion on things that they disagree with. Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Right.
You believe this way, I believe this way. Okay, brother, I love you, you love me. Let's talk about it, and we can be cool afterwards.
Now look. I've seen Captain TAZARAYACH take debates with heathens and treat them with respect in the formal debate, as he should. I've taken debates with heathens and treat them with respect during that formal debate, as I should. This can be done without disrespect in class about the Bible. So Hassad, don't even, just stop entertaining the chat. Bubba shot.
Yeah.
Hours. So that'd be my lip.
That's definitely that's the part of the new covenant, right? In the covenant, instead of us having to die, like you said, instead of us having to die for committing that sister that committed adultery, and Christ came while they was getting ready to stone her per the old covenant. They was getting ready to stone that sister. Right. They was getting ready to put her to death. They had her buried in a hole, and they was going to throw boulders at her goddamn head until she died. Right.
What scripture is that in? Who's that? The secret doctrine of Barnabas? That's not in the scripture. You just added to the scripture, my dude.
Which is a slow and painful death.
Okay, bury her head in the sand and keep her head up, and we're gonna pretend like she's what do you call that? What the hell you call that with the hammer? What the hell you call that? Whack-a-mole. We're gonna make her into a whack-a-mole, and we're gonna bash her head. That they didn't bury you in no sand. I don't know where the hell he got that from. What gospel did he get that from?
But it was
the book of Yasha.
Deserved. She deserved to die. But what did Christ do? Christ said, listen, if you ever sin, cast the first stone. If you're not a sinner, go ahead and cast that stone. Go ahead and hit that sister. Right? But nobody could do that. Nobody could say, oh, I'm not a sinner. Nobody could do that. So what ended up happening? They backed off and told that sister, get up, go.
No, the whole story is this. He wrote down, it doesn't say what he wrote down, but it makes all sense in the world. That he wrote their name. Priest so-and-so, you committed adultery with your brother, wife. Priest such and such, you did this, you stole this. You know? And they're saying, oh shit, nobody knew about that. Oh shit, get the fuck out of here, man. That's what the hell happened. And that woman typifies Israelites, how the Lord is going to come and deliver Israelites because they're guilty of death, breaking the laws. That woman represents Israel. So these clowns in the IUIC, Israel United in Confusion, they'll tell you to keep the laws, keep the laws, Yes, I agree, keep the laws. Matthew 23, keep the laws. But we're not going to be saved because we kept the laws. We're going to be saved because of the Savior. Through faith. It was accounted, Abraham was counted righteous, not because he kept the laws, the statutes, the commandments, and judgments, but he had faith, although he did keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. Job kept the laws, statutes, and commandments, but what made him great was the fact that the Most High took everything. His wife said, curse the Most High and die. He said, no. He said, can we accept good thing from the Lord and not bad? So that was faith. Job had faith. End of the day, it's about faith. The rich man kept the laws. Matthew 19, the rich man kept all the laws. He said, I keep all the laws. So Yahweh Shai added a new law. He said, okay, take what you have and give to the poor. That rich man is probably Nate, because the Lord told him, give it to the poor. Instead of you giving to the poor, which are us GMS bums, you're supposed to do that. So guess what? You haven't completed the law, my man. Yahweh Shai added an extra law to the law. Oh, Matthew 23, the weightier matters of the law, which one of them is mercy. And since we're in a bum-like state, come and look, I want to give to Hard a check for $10 million. And we'll take it too. But I wouldn't use a dime out of that. I'll give it to the brotherhood. Real talk. You don't believe me? Try me. You can have accountants. You can have some of your men watch me. Every time I pull out that checkbook, I'm not going to take a dime out of that money. Okay? And, you know, don't say I'm hitting that I need money. No, I don't need your fucking money, all right? I don't need your blood money. I don't need your blood money. I don't need your Rosicrucian money.
And sin no more, right? Of course, other things happen, right? Just to be nice with it. He told that sister, go and sin no more, right? Meaning what? Up until she met Christ today, up until Christ came to see that.
Why don't you say get Howard Shy, man?
Instance that day, she was grace. She was under a grace period. And she then, when Christ came, she learned she didn't have to die for what she's done before.
Okay. Is this it on that particular one, Deacon? Can we go into this?
I think so. Go ahead.
Okay. There are.
I'm analyzing. I'm doing a lot more listening than I'm saying a few words. I'm giving you a precept here and there. I'm quoting a precept here and there. But we're analyzing right now.
So many problems with what he just said. I'm gonna give you like 3 or 4 because I want to. If this debate potentially does take place, I don't want to give away too much. Let's just go to John chapter 8 and what he's talking about, because he's using this, if I'm hearing this correctly, Deacon, as evidence of Christ ushering in and bringing in the new covenant when he came on earth, right? Is that, am I understanding?
Yes.
Okay. Here's a problem with John chapter 8, brother, is Christ doesn't die until John chapter 19.
Ooh. Ouch.
So the new covenant didn't start yet, brother. So that's not a good example of that, number one.
Ouch.
So that's ridiculous for you to even say that. But let's go into John chapter 8 and see what's going on. Matter of fact, I want to go back.
Because later in this video, he says the new covenant started at the death of Christ, but he's inferring that it started when Christ showed mercy to the woman, the adulterous woman.
Yeah.
So you can say that the covenant started when he was born, when he was on the cross with the woman. You can say that, you know, because the fulfillment of him being born also means that the new covenant is coming in. Part of the new covenant. He said it is done on the tree, on the cross. That's another part of the covenant being fulfilled, fulfilling prophecy in the Old Testament and the law. But is the covenant complete? No. Covenant's not complete. It's going to be complete when we're delivered and we're in the kingdom.
So let's look at John chapter 8 real quick. And again, we're just going to look. This is all doctrine. We're not going to take no shots. Much love to that brother. I don't know who he is, but much love to him. Let's just talk about doctrine. John chapter 8, and we'll go to, I think it's way later. No, actually, it might be a little sooner. Here we go. John 8:1. Jesus went unto the Mount of Olives, and early in the morning he came again into the temple. And all the people came unto him, and he sat down and taught them. And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in.
All right, so I gave them 2 hours of my life today. That conflict and confusion, I went through my whole program. I do want to go back to this video right here to talk about, y'all need to get what's the names, for y'all who missed the commercial earlier. Let me just play it again for those who missed it. This is that's featured.
Okay, so that's it. So bottom line is, now we know why Deacon HAKAH and Hassad, brother Hassad, want to have a debate with Captain TAZARAYACH. Okay? And what am I going to call this? The reason why Deacon HAKAH wants to debate Captain TAZARAYACH. Okay, so let's deal with that. I'll put it in the camps. All right? And my stance is we're not in the fulfillment of the new covenant. Partially, but we're not. It's not fulfilled. So with that, I'm going to say shalom on to the next one. I did a lot of analyzing.